I send you Crone Mother blessings. First, I want to bless this stream, the containment of Womb Goddess Temple, the containment of this Crone Mother message. I want to invite every masculine to leave this stream as a reminder when I come live, unless otherwise stated. This is the time for Womb Goddess sisterhood and connection and nourishing Goddess. This is a sacred time. So I would like to invite you to have your farewell. I love you and I bless you. I welcome the Moon Sisters to come. Those who are entering into the red tent, those who will receive this messaging as you enter into the red tent and opening up your crone womb energies. I bring you blessings from the Crone Mother. I have a message specifically for the Moon Sisters on Facebook. I just recently went live for the first time on Instagram, and it is a different message. The goddess is asking me to nourish Womb Sisters on that stream over there on Instagram. And so I want to invite you, if you feel called, you can also connect with Womb Goddess Temple on Instagram. I'll be doing live streams over there and continuously nourishing Goddess and Womb Goddess consciousness, and of course Central Goddess energy over on Instagram, as I've always done, but now live. And so I want to greet you. Greetings. I bless you from my womb heart to yours. And I want to invite you to drop down, 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 down. Whenever you receive this message, it is perfect for you. So when we are talking about nourishing our inner crone energy, we are talking about nourishing the stillness, the sacred blood time. We are talking about nourishing our winter. We are talking about nourishing the wisdom that is here for us before we cycle back up into the spring of maiden to we're talking about nourishing surrender and rest and catching our blessings of wisdom. And also we are talking about allowing ourselves to find the clarity in the dark. Alafia. So the mother is speaking here that she is offering, and it is true, that the divine feminine realm holds our desires for us. And as we create, she holds it for us. She holds it in our womb, in our consciousness. She holds it in the divine feminine realm. And so what the message is here for my Facebook Womb Goddess Temple Sisterhood is about finding clarity in the dark, and the inner mother and the inner crone holding us, I'm included, and holding you in her arms as you daydream in the darkness. You know, everything germinates in the darkness. And so this is not a place of where you're allowing yourself to be in that dark, and allow for the mother to whisper to you in the stillness and the quietness, and how she is able to dissolve all that is not true in the dark, and allow for blessings, my love, and allow for the truth to ring in your soul, in your blood, and in your bones. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about daydreaming and creating and conjuring and action. This is not the phase for action, and you will destroy yourself and your womb energies and your harmony and your balance if you think that you are going to be as active in your blood time as you would in your mated time, that the post menstrual time. It is impossible when we run and we live off womb energy in such a way that we don't honor our changes in our cycle and the feminine archetypes that is within that, as I know it to be true for me and a whole lot of other women in the world, globally in the world, who live a cyclical womb goddess lifestyle. What happens is you miss the blessings of each phase and the nuance. And you also miss the opportunity to learn how to ebb and how to flow. Literally, our whole consciousness looks completely different. Our likes, I noticed that when I'm in my maiden, and some of my mother, I like vanilla, I like strawberry, I like fruit. And I'm just like, ooh, I'm not a chocolate person. Literally, my taste buds, how my face look, how my energy presents, how my consciousness, my thoughts, how I work, everything, how I mother. Everything changes in each phase. So to honor that is a blessing to you and your human woman, Ashe. And so understanding when I'm talking about me and mother, when we are talking about our crone energy and daydreaming and having and finding clarity of desire, and in that space, it's like you setting things up. Okay? It's like, oh, okay, I'm going into this dark in this inner space. This is not creative energy. This is not go, go, go. This is stillness, and strip it. Strip it. Strip it. What's true? What's true in my bones and in my blood? And so we receive and we allow for her to, we hear the whispers and we allow her to whisper to us, and we whisper from our soul, and we receive the loving and desires that is coming up and what's true for us in our purpose and the fulfillment of our destiny. And we let her know this is what's true, and affirm it and reaffirm it. And this is what's true, and keep nourishing that truth, knowing that she has the whole universe in her hands. Okay. And so we offer up our loving desire and the creation that we will then begin to connect with, or continue to connect with, in our morning, in our maiden, and in those energies where we're outward expressed and we're dynamic. We can go in and go in and go in. And the mother want to bless you as her daughter. So I bless you to be held by Mother Universe in this truth. Ashe. So that is the actual messaging from the card that's there. But I want to give you what I wrote up in my journal here, my womb journal. And so the thing about this is that when you go deep within in your sacred blood time, right, and you meet the mother, we find our clarity in the dark, and we rest in it, and we allow ourselves to keep going down and keep going down. Oh, let me see. Is this turned up? Hey there. And we allow ourselves to keep going down and keep going down. We want to also hold space, allow ourselves to open up to surrender. Because part of being able to have your menstrual blood flow energetically is also to be able to operate from a place of surrender, so everything could just, I let go. And part of that is the resistance of doing. Just got to do. Our nervous system being so, and having a hard time surrendering unto contentment. So I want to bless you with one of my holy womb mantras, that in prayers, really, honestly, because a mantra affirmation, that is a prayer. right? And so this one helps me to calm my nerves down, and then I will continue on, because even as you get the message, you have the dark daydreaming, you connect with the mother, you're getting clear on your desires, you're really stripping down to the truth of blood and bone as an opportunity, as an invitation that you can, what you can do in your crone phase and in your dark womb phase. It's not a strong creative phrase, it's a clearing, clarity. Come on down for what is true in your feminine destiny. You, I won't say must because that's rigid. It is wise for you to allow yourself to be content. Meet yourself where you are. Meet yourself where you are. Because remember, the mother is holding. She knows your desires. You're just getting clear, and you're coming back around, and you're cycling back around, and this is how you work and live an actual womb goddess lifestyle, where you're living according to your womb and with goddess and creating your life. She's saying, I have it all. It's all in my hand. Let's get more clear. Let's get more true. Let's get more down. Let's drop. Let's get down to the bones. Let's get down to the blood. Let's get down to what's really the fulfillment of destiny right now. What is the divine design? What is the feminine divine design? And how do we continue to rise in that consciousness and go down into the root of the mother? Ashe, that's a blessing. And so I pray and I bless you in this. Whew. Holy Mother, help me to be contented just as I am. I bless you with that. Holy Mother, help my sisters to be contented wherever they are. Holy Mother, help me. You can speak your name, Antoinette Doe. Help me to be contented wherever I am. I meet myself in this phase. I meet the desires, and I allow myself to be nourished and nurtured by my dreams, by my desires that are in you. The divine goddess, the divine feminine goals and desires and dream, and the clarity therein that you are here to offer me now. Thank you for helping me to be content here as I meet myself in you in my dark moon, as I rest and gain clarity, and I let go and I release. Bless yourself and bless your body in that truth. Bring all your energies together. When we do praying hands, we bring all of our energies together. So I bless you in the Crone Mother. I bless you in the Crone Mother. In gaining clarity in the dark. Okay? Let me go. We get clarity in the dark. Slow down so that you can partake in the medicine of the crone. What is true for you? What do you know to be absolutely true for you in blood and bones as you journey through the dark mother labyrinth, through this spiral, all the way down, meeting your dark mother, your inner dark mother, and the dark mother, the crone, the wise woman. What is your current divine focus? Let that open in her wisdom. Let that open in her through holy prayer. Let that open in her through truth. And what is it? What have you been holding all cycle long now? And you like, this has been my earnest true prayer. Begin to offer that up. because Goddess wants that for you, and she's willing to hold it. Will you let her hold your divine desire so that you can rest? What is she freely asking of you to be, to do, and to have in pristine energy, clean energy, through her glory, through her grace, for your life now? For now, for right now, for here. Because as Goddess, we allow ourselves to ebb and flow, and sometimes things we destruct, we destroy. Just like our womb, we nourish, we weave, just like our womb. And so right now, we allow ourselves to be flexible, and we're seeing right now, we're opening up another season, right? What's here for me now? What's here for me in my next cycle? How am I nourishing these desires, and how am I allowing Goddess to hold this for me so that I can rest, and so I can surrender, and so I can have clarity, and so I can gain wisdom, and so I can be nourished through my blood and what's true in my bones, and through the spiral and the womb gate of the crone archetype inside and through me and around me, and allowing myself to be nourished in my womb cave. Ashe. And so that which is here for us is here for us. We give thanks, and that which is ready to go, we let go, so that we can again spiral up into maiden power with the clarity to act in divine connection and truth. And so that we take that medicine of the crone with us as we begin to open back up into spring in our cycle with clarity, with vigor and restoration, and go. That's the maiden. That maiden is like, boom, focus, here we go. And so we have the dark moon mother help us to connect, and we listen and we rest. We listen to her whispers, the inner whisper. We listen to wisdom of our blood, and we allow for it. Ashe. I really hope that you have received this crone message that's specific for you, womb sisters, here in Womb Goddess Temple via Facebook. And so I want to just bless you again. I am at the end of, so let me just give you a little update. Let me drink some water, Ashe. We just want to bless and give thanks and close out that messaging. Thank you, Crone Mother. We give thanks to the ancestors, the God, Goddess, infinite divine intelligence, and all things is. You can go back and you can listen to the replay. And now I'm going to go ahead and talk personally. So, what's going on? Y'all there? Hey, you with me? You with me? You with me? Hey, hey. Yes. All right. And so I have been really enjoying these dresses from Target, y'all. I've been loving these Target dresses because they're like so light and beautiful, and then they represent like the colors of my womb phases, and it just helped me nourish. You see, I'm in that dark goddess energy, the crimson red lips ushering in my blood time. And so a couple of things I wanted to share with you. I'm at the end of my Moon Mother rebirth, resurrection. And I'm grateful. I have so many lessons that has come out of this rebirth. Perhaps I'll do some live streams just on sharing my wisdom out of my rebirth, and just kind of acknowledge that and pause and give thanks for that completion, and give praise to myself for all the alchemization that has come through that womb blessing energy. Especially a personal womb blessing energy is as much as a feminine path and development, a feminine development as any other system. And so when you get a womb blessing, that every time you receive a womb blessing, particularly direct womb blessing, and even the womb blessings that happens a few times a year, when you allow for that energy to truly transform you from the inside out, and you journey with that energy throughout your womb, you acknowledge it and you nourish it, it will transform your life. all of the things, all of the patterns, all of the limiting thoughts, and all of this stuff that needs to go, it will go. And it allows for the opening of what needs to come. And it's truly a place to alchemize yourself, to transform yourself, and to develop as a person, as a woman. It is a full system. So what has happened, because I got the direct womb blessing energy, and it's a rebirth, and I did my initiation. It was a lot, y'all. I'm not victimized from it. I'm grateful for it, because I love the drop. I'm willing to go down into the drop. I'm willing to expand the energy for my desires and my devotions. So I knew that this has always been true for me on the womb blessing path. And so a lot has come out of it, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. And even for like the past couple of days, for the ancestral patterns that has come up for me. So I am already like opening womb ancestral energies within myself, feeling my baby more, because next month it will be the end of the heavenly birthday of him. And so when he passed away and stuff like that, so I'm already feeling, and I usually start going into the ancestral season around this time anyway, like at least a month before the fall equinox. That's just my nature as a ancestral priestess and a womb ancestral priestess. So I've already been connecting and dissolving and beginning to dissolving a few womb patterns, ancestral patterns that has come up for me at this tail end of my moon mother rebirth. And so and it's been completely ancestral, not completely ancestral, but some of it is ancestral, a lot of ancestral, and also past life, which is still ancestral. And so what I will be doing, and it was interesting because I had got this the womb goddess sister social that is on Sunday. I had already intended this for the past month, and I have gotten the messaging from goddess, and the closer I get to the date, I'm able to connect more and more with the frequency of how I will be with goddess, being held in her and through her, and holding as the embodiment of her, of the sister social for this Sunday. So I have some patterns here, particularly one that I would like to offer unto divine grace as I prepare myself to journey. I know this particular pattern that is connected to my mother and my maternal lineage, that I will be opening that up, and I will be sharing that with y'all. It's related to blood. It's related to my inner Christian girl, my inner Christian woman, the soul truth of my Christianity, and how I serve Christianity in my system, and how it's been served through from my mothers, what it all means as it relates to my holy woman, what it all means as it relates to my sacred blood. So that is one thing that I connected with, where I had this part of the womb blessing system and the feminine awakening system is we always go down into our womb roots, deeper into the roots of the mother. And on my roots, it was just like, ooh, what's that? Something's there. It's not clean. I got to get that clean, because how am I supposed to operate as a moon mother? Hold on, what's there? And also for my own development and freedom. And so that's what came up there. I have that energy in my roots as relates to being a Christian woman. I said that. Ooh. And so Christianity, there's a whole lot here about Christianity for me, and how I practice Christianity in my soul, and Christ consciousness, and what it means to be an African American woman, and practicing a form of Christian esoteric within my system with Christ Joshua, which was calling Christ Joshua instead of Jesus, because my ancestor gave me that years ago, in Saint Mother Magdalene, and the truth of the ministry of Christianity, all that stuff that I live every single day, as I say, honoring the church tradition of Christianity in my system, in my soul, and also through my ancestral energies. And also because I'm an alchemist, and I will never, ever not connect with the power of Christ's power within myself in all consciousness, right? And so lots there. All right. And so fundamentally, what I am going to be doing is in the ancestral season through my womb, is unraveling this thread, this pattern of being dirty. Like, I still believe that I'm dirty. I'm dirty. I have a feminine root pattern that is telling me, as I nourish womb goddess energy every single day of my life, that I am still unclean. And so I was like, where is that living? Because as much as we nourish womb goddess consciousness, I live a cyclical womb goddess lifestyle, I devote myself, to the energies of goddess. We talk in the river Ushun, Yemiya ocean, the earth mother, the moon, and I live this life. There's still my feminine roots, right? And when I go down, and I go down, ooh, what's that? There's a barrier, there's a block there. Where's my down? Where's my continue going down in the illumination, in the light of the mother? And whatever is there, I invite it to come up, so I can be pristine in my energy as a moon mother, as a womb priestess, as a sister, as a mother, as a feminine being, as living my truth in this earth. I am womb. I am sensuality. I am goddess consciousness. I am earth. I am moon. I am goddess in all shape or form. I am this body. So when I'm talking about this, I'm like, wow. What has it been, like nearly a decade I've been nourishing this womb goddess lifestyle? I mean, holy cow, what happened? What's going on? And so I'm so grateful for the ability and the know-how and the consciousness to be able to allow my womb blessing attunements and allow my womb healing and allow the ability and the skill to drop to get to the truth, right? And so that's what I found, y'all. So I will be nourishing that energy and blessing my ancestral, my mother, my actual mother who's in the ancestral realm. Sherlan, we love you, we bless you, and miss you dearly. And so, and what that means for my matriarchal, for my maternal lineage through my womb, as it relates to, I am Christian. And what does it mean? Whew, that is heavy. It's so heavy for me because, I'm a Yoruba practitioner. I practice womb. I practice PU, Yoni. I practice this. I do this. I live according to cycles of nature. Yeah, I call him Christ Joshua and Saint Mother Magdalene. But I'm not Christian. No, my soul was just like, however you wanted to disconnect from that truth through shame, because shame is just trying to keep you from your desires and the truth of who you are and disconnect you. And it's a nice little pattern to hang around and hang under. And no, that's not happening. Okay, that's not who you are. So let's get under the shame of even saying, as a person who practiced Black thought consciousness, woke, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean. As a person who honors deeply African ancestry and the culture and the traditions and the ARTs and the Yoruba stuff and all of these things, I am a Christian woman. There is an inner Christian girl, little Antoinette, who used to usher. My mama was on the usher board. I also speak in tongues. I am saved, meaning I am saved because I have Christ consciousness and grace in the love ministry of Christ. I am saved. And I am from the Pentecostal Church of God in Christ, which means I am Pentecostal. We in the most Africanized church that's in the world. Kojic, because we also practice the hoodoo traditions, the ring shouts and all this stuff. I am a Christian woman. Ashe? So, and that is true for me. There's always a yes and. Yes and I am African centered. Yes and I also hold the energy of Christ in my system, in my soul. by way of call and recall, and it's always coming out of me. Well, if you come to my circle on Sunday, which I invite you to, because we're going to be connecting to clearing the cauldron as it relates to some of these patterns. Now listen, no one's saying you're going to completely clear a pattern on Sunday, okay? We also have to be, miracles happen, don't get me wrong. We want to be mindful of the process, because it is through the journey of patterns, connecting with patterns, clearing them out, acknowledging them, unraveling the thread. It's ancestral season. It's through that is where we get the magic and the power. So yes, you can miraculously clear out that and be free of it, and you can allow the mother to what is here, what pattern is here, what's coming up, what have I already been working on, and now I want that nourishment of the mother, helping me clear out my cauldron, illuminating this stuff. Maybe I don't know what's coming up. I already know what's coming up for me. It's already here because I have been journeying in my moon mother rebirth, and also during the ancestral season. This is what I do. Okay, what's going on with my ancestral healing through my womb, through my feminine, is part of my lifestyle. And so that's what we're going to be connecting with, and asking the mother to nourish our womb and all that has already been coming up, what we're working on to illuminate what needs to come in, and asking for her divine blessings and grace through our womb, and clearing that cauldron out, making space for the devotion, making space for the release, making space for the illumination, and making space what is perfect for you as it relates to clearing out our cauldron and patterns, womb patterns. Y'all found some stuff in my womb this past cycle. Honey, whew. I had already did some stuff. Then I found some deep ancestral stuff as it relates to Christianity. I found some deep ancestral stuff as it relates to global sisterhood, because as a moon mother, like, I'm called to hold global sisterhood. There's moon mothers in all languages around the world, and we are devoted to this same frequency of the divine mother. And so those barriers of saying, are you willing to betray? Yes, this is true. Are you willing? And I'm about to cry. Are you willing to betray, not really betray, but are you willing to turn away from the integrity of your culture, your race, for your freedom? Yes, I am. Okay. Yes, I am. Because I want to be free. Not only that, I want to connect. Woo, let my pelvic expand. I want to connect this pelvic bowl, and I want to hold this mother and this big system and energy of moon mother and goddess and truth, and put, you know what I want to say in, and Yanni, and I want to live my freedom. I want to live the freedom of my blood. I want to live free bleed. I said to myself, I am on here doing my little dance about these Thinks panties. Y'all know I love me some Thinks, primarily because it's free bleeding. But am I free bleeding? Not a place of free bleeding as it relates to outside of me, marking my third eye up with blood and doing all these things, and the hour movement, power, this organization of the period movement. I bless those who feel called to that, and that is your truth, baby. Do it. For me, I nourish what's the pattern in me. What's the truth in me? How do I be free in me? And then how do I let that vibrate and resonate out to my sisterhood and blessing? That's it for me. That's my revolution. Okay. That is it for me. Find the thread, go through the thread, nourish myself while I'm doing it, develop my feminine, be free, baby, and bring it out to the world. That's it. You know, it doesn't have to be anything deep or crazy, and this is what it is, but it's a continual devotion to a womb goddess practice, however it look for you. Okay, this is what's true for me, and I'm anchored in it. And so that's what we will be doing on Sunday. I want to invite you in. I'll post the Eventbrite link here. And so, yeah, I think that's going to be it for that. And I'm just going to allow for it. And so come now and connect with this energy now, so that you can allow yourself to prepare yourself for, let me drink some water, for Sunday. Right? Just allow yourself. I don't know what God is going to do, but this is the intention. And it's been my intention it's like amazing. Like, whew, God's foresight is amazing to me. I'm like, what? Clearing the cauldron. That's what she dropped into me for a month ago for this Womb Goddess Social. And now it's like, oh, wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. There's always divine perfection in Goddess. And so I'm so incredibly grateful. So let's just drop down together here and give thanks for our time together and the fullness of connection and truth and womb and Goddess and connectedness and the unraveling, the illumination, the uprooting, the healing, the holding of the patterns in this dark season, this ancestral season, and whatever is true for you now. It does not have to be connected to your ancestors or, but whatever that womb pattern, whatever is hiding in your cauldron, right? Whatever's there, that's what we're asking for. So this is my divine intention. I set it forth because the weekend is here, baby. I'm here. I'm in this energy. And so I set it forth now when I send blessings for Sunday, and I welcome and I bless every sister who's under the sound of my voice. I bless every sister that is connected to Womb Goddess Temple. I bless every sister that is on my list, every sister that's on all of my socials, all of y'all who feel called. My goodness, the doors are open for you. The doors are open for you. The doors are open for you. Come on Sunday, join me. This is all about connection and my service and devotion unto her. And I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful for this devotion and for this call. So I bless you to come as you are. And we're going to allow her to move in us through grace. And I will be holding the energy of the Crone Mother because that is the truth of where I am. So you're going to get all this Crone Mother blessed energy coming through me. I'm asking the Mother of Grace to come. Asking Mother Yemiya to come. Blessing Eshu for opening up the way because I still practice Yoruba. It all flows together for me. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks. I bless you in your opening. To those of you who will listen to this messaging around the Crone Mother at the time of opening up your blood time, your red tent, come back anytime. It will always be here. The medicine's always here. The medicine's always here. It does not matter if you feel like you want to access your womb wisdom, your wise woman, the medicine's always here. All of her faces, my God, all of her faces are here. All the time. All the time. So we just give so much thanks. And I look forward to connecting with you all on Sunday. And y'all, I'm looking forward to getting this ancestral medicine. What's going to happen? I don't know. I'm a little scared. Because me just connecting with I Am Christian is like, what? Yeah. So you really can't turn your back on your roots. You got to face it. And so what does it mean for me to be Christian in soul as a woman? In the nourishing my little girl. That's my ancestral unravel. And so we'll see how this looks, y'all, during this ancestral season. I'm so grateful. I love you so very much. Those of you who hung out with me this afternoon, let this be your pre-meditation, pre-game for Sunday. And thank you so much for connecting. I also want to invite you to go over to my Instagram at Goddess Internet. I have a completely different message over there. I will be connecting on that side because God has told me to. And I will be letting her use me in the way and however she want to use me. I am open to it on every platform. It's part of my devotion, and it's nourishing me to nourish you. As I bless you, I bless myself. As I bless myself, I bless you. That's it. What else is there? Ashe. So I love you so very much. Ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ah! I love you. I will see you this Sunday, those who are called and who are supposed to be. Goddess blessings.